A special presentation from our friend Dr. Osmanagic. He explores his most unusual and very unique park in Europe. He's purchased 15 neglected swampy properties in the heart of Bosnia back in 2015, near the entrance to the prehistorical underground, the labyrinth, and transformed them in 4 short years into a beautiful, astonishing, and artistic park. Third Phase Moon is proud to present to you Dr. Sam Osmanagic. Incredible dream come true.
Welcome to the archaeological tourist park Ravne 2 in Visoko, Bosnia. Until 2015, the land behind me was a swamp, neglected, muddy, with a lot of trash. I purchased 15 properties, one next to each other, and then we have transformed it into one of the most beautiful parks in Europe. It is an energy park, recreational park, it is botanical and natural park, it is children park, it's a park of the culture, art, park of the harmony with the nature, park of serenity, unique and one of its kind. This is our concert stage where every summer, beginning of the summer and the end of the summer solstice and fall equinox, we have our biggest festivities, concerts, fair, lectures, workshops, yoga, and so on. Why did we choose summer solstice? This is a place where we unite people. We don't divide them. We don't use religions or different nations. However, summer solstice is the day when the daylight is the longest, when the sun rays are the strongest, and our mother planet is healthiest. This is the place where people from dozens and dozens of countries come, join, and have their joy in the heart of Bosnia. When we were opening the park for the public, we wanted to find the energetically most potent place in the park. And this is it. Below us, underground water stream, underground river. We know when we have underground water moving, it releases the energy. And for us humans, it's a negative energy. However, there is a way to neutralize negative and transform it to the positive. You build a stone circle. So the function of the first circle is to neutralize that negative energy. But then, if you build odd number, 3, 5, 7, odd number of stone circles, they amplify the newly generated positive energy. So you have 3 stone circles. And then when you apply the elements of sacred geometry, they further amplify this positive energy. The circle number 3, the biggest one, is bigger than the circle number 2 for 1.618 times. 1.618, of course, it's a golden section. The circle number 2 is bigger than number 1 for 1.618 times. The next element, when we see those stones, we can see different colors, green and pink and blue. These are minerals, hard and very old stones, energetically potent. The next element, below each stone, we have pieces of quartz crystal. Quartz crystal receives and amplifies the energy. The next element, every entrance is oriented to the cardinal points. This one over there, east, south, north. So even though these are stone circles, they do have their orientation. And finally, when we enter the circles, we walk clockwise. Why? That way you are receiving the energy from the mother planet. You walk, you come to the center, a little walking meditation, You desire a wish, then you get outside. One of the things that we do, we measure our bioenergy fields. We have 7 of them. The first one is the auric field. They are usually from 8 to 10 meters in diameter before entering the stone circles. After visiting the stone circles, our bioenergy fields expand to 40 meters, 80 meters, even 125 meters. And that's the reason why we name them the aura field amplifier. You play with the geometry, you add the elements of sacred geometry, you affect the energy field of the space above you, and that energy field in return affects our bioenergy fields. The ancients knew the power of energy potent places, geometry, elements of sacred geometry, quartz crystals, minerals. We are bringing some of that knowledge back to the surface. Dowsers use the Bowie scale to show the level of energy of people or spaces. Healthy human is at 6,500 Bowies. Even though the scale is not entirely scientific, it gives us a good clue. If you are tired, 6,000 Bowies. If you are sick, 5,500. However, if you are full of the energy, 8,000. If we eat properly, vegetarian or vegan food, 9,000, 10,000 Bowies. If we are mentally pure, spiritually pure, 12,000 Bowies. Sometimes people can heal with the touch, 14,000 Bowies. The space also can be expressed on this Bowie scale. Places with a lot of meditation and good energy, for example, Buddhist temples, 14,000 Bowies. The Bosnian pyramid tunnels, 25,000 Bowies. The stone circles, 50,000 Bowies. Now, it's rather strong energy. Even though it is a subtle, soft energy, it is rather strong if you stay for too long in those circles. We don't advise people to stay more than 5 to 10,000 Bowies. So, the stone circles. The next one, here we have energy 8, number 8, an infinite flow of the energy with 2 stones in the circles. At this point where 2 O's meet, it's a 0 Bowies. Stand here, short period of time, you bring your chakras back to balance. And finally, equilateral triangle, same size, 25,000 Bowies. Very pleasant, we can stay here for as long as we want. So, we play with the energy, we affect the energy of the space, which in return affects our energy fields. Entrance to the magic forest. The magic really starts over here. The first one is a beautiful statue, a donation from our friend from Slovenia, from Vesna. She made this figure that she called She, so her name is She. And as you can see, she does not have any specific facial features. She does not represent any particular woman, but all the women. She's a symbol for the female energy. She's a symbol for the emotions, compassion, for the beauty. She's a symbol of love. So, she colors this part of the park with the feelings of love. And to my left, another installation. It's a labyrinth. In ancient times, people were building 9 different labyrinths. This is a labyrinth of energy, but also labyrinth of power, labyrinth of strength, labyrinth of transformation, labyrinth of life, labyrinth of love. Every labyrinth was different in design and different elements. The element for this labyrinth is element fire. The color is red. The entrance, the orientation is from the south. The idea is when you walk the labyrinth, it is like you are walking your life's path. Some people live quicker, faster, so they walk quicker. Some people are slower. The idea is that during the first half, while you are walking towards the center, you relieve your body, your mental, physical, and spiritual body, of the features that you don't want, cowardness, different weaknesses, the violence. And then when you are on your way back, you want to improve your strength, your power, your energy. So the labyrinths played major role in the life of the communities in the ancient times. Stone block more than 1 ton in mass is considered a megalith. Megalithos, in Greek language, big stone. Or in Breton language, menhir, long stone. In Western Europe, until the Middle Age, we used to have more than 250,000 megaliths or menhirs in the countries like France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Poland, Czech, Slovakia, United Kingdom, Ireland. However, the Inquisition in the period from the 12th to 18th century had destroyed 80% of them, 200,000. Why? Whatever the church could not understand, they considered devil's work. But even what's remained today, 50,000 of them, is very impressive. Archaeologists and historians are at odds. They cannot explain who, when, how, and why. And in such cases, what they use words and phrases like it was used for ceremony, to sacrifice the enemy for religious purposes. Totally scientifically without arguments. They're saying probably 5,000 to 8,000 years is the time window when they were placed across Europe. Well, 8,000 years back, Neolithic times, is the era, according to them, of the primitive cavemen. Cavemen did not have a social organization to design, shape, transport, and then install those blocks. You had to have very developed society. The biggest block, 175 tons in southern France. The main question, why? What was the purpose? The ancients knew about the underground energy flows. One of them, of course, underground water stream. Water moves, releases negative energy. You place megalith like this one above underground water, it neutralizes negative energy. The second thing, we have so-called Hartmann grids or Hartmann lines. Hartmann lines, 30 centimeters wide, they run east-west, north-south, they intersect every 2 by 2.5 meters. Those intersections, bad for us. You place megalith like this one, neutralize negative energy. Curry's grids, Schneider's grids, same thing. So, what they would do, block like this would neutralize area of 150 meters diameter. The bigger block, 175 tons, would neutralize tens of kilometers. If you wanted to have a peaceful, restful night, place megaliths around your settlements. A copper pyramid above my head and one below my body. When you have a four-sided pyramid, energy starts moving in a spiral fashion, going through the top. Same thing here, on the base, going to the top. So theoretically, I'm in between two energy beams. The idea with this energy is that it might be able to speed up the movement of our electrons in our atoms. Earlier, there was a claim that electrons move at the 90% of the speed of light. If we could somehow speed up this movement to, let's say, 95%, then we would vibrate so much higher, and then we would become invisible. In order to amplify this energy, we have this piece of quartz crystal on the base. Well, the gentleman who donated this nice installation, his name is Johannes, and he's from Austria, named this installation the Pyramid Teleportation and Enlightenment Machine. With the idea, you speed up the movement of electrons, you become invisible, and you have ability even to be teleportated. Well, we are in the magic forest, so almost anything is possible. Of course, in order to this whole process to become possibility, we would need much stronger energy sources. But it gives us an idea. Everything is movement, vibration, energy transformation. Thousands upon thousands of children come to our park. We teach them about our energy fields. We have 7 of them. The first one, the most dense, is our auric field. But then the next one is etheric body, astral body, mental body, casual body, spiritual body, and our divine body. 7 energy fields. When we walk, it's like a diameter of 10 meters that walk with us. We can feel our energy fields, especially the first one, the auric field, which is the most dense. But also we can feel the auric bodies of the trees. So we ask kids when they come here to open their hands and to try to feel the energy coming in the energy field of the trees. Can they feel it? Of course, the answer is always yes. The kids are pristine. Then we tell them, okay, now you close your eyes and ask the tree to give you his energy. They close their eyes, they feel the transfer of the energy, and when they open it, we tell them, and now hug the tree, show him your love. And this is why we call this installation Hug the Tree and Show Him Your Love. And we can see the kids that for the first time they are able to become one with the tree. This is the lecture nobody teaches them in the schools. But we want them to show the respect to every living organism. Next time they go to the park or forest with their parents, they will know everything is alive and needs respect. The reason why we make those stone circles in different colors around every tree, one, When you make a circle, you focus the energy and you are getting better energy. And the second one, why do we have different colors? Different colors, different vibrations, different frequencies. We know when we have a piece of crystal and the sunlight goes through it, at the exit we can see different colors and they work at different frequencies. Every color means something. For example, the red color, this is the color of the blood, this is the color of the fire, and it is always associated with the meanings of love, desire, warmth, romance, joy, leadership, strength, and so on. The orange is the blend of red and yellow and brings features of both colors. Yellow, the color of the sunshine and the hope and the happiness, but also, it brings the loyalty, the intellect, joy, and sometimes cowardice, sickness, and so on. Every color means something, so this park is truly educational park. This is the road that we call the road of love. The words are powerful. 2000 years back, when we were naming our children, the name would predestine the whole life of a child. Today we have forgotten that. And what is the most powerful word? It is the word love. This is the love road, this is the love square, and this is the love corner. So we color this part of the park with the feelings of love. A beautiful hexagon platform, ideal to relax, for yoga, to meditate. Why hexagon? This is the most powerful geometrical shape when it comes to the energy. The hexagon consists of 6 equilateral triangles. Each equilateral triangle is a symbol for the pyramid. So we have 6 white pyramids here. And then when we connect every other point, we are getting another triangle, the orange triangle, and another one within each other. King David's star, or Solomon's seal. Well, of course, the symbolism of the hexagon is much older than those stars belonging to the Jewish state 3,000 years back. Number 6 is divisible by numbers 2 and 3. Number 2, even number, female energy. Number 3, odd number, and the male energy. If we continue connecting the points here, those dots, we're going to be getting more geometrical shapes. The square, the rectangular shape. So, two-dimensionally, this is very powerful. But in 3D, this is a place where a lot of elements of sacred geometry meets. So, what we have here is place ideal from the standpoint of the sacred geometry, because we have also the flower of life, we have the Fibonacci formula, we have the golden section, and once you close your eyes, the only sounds that you can hear here is birds and the water inside the nature, being the part of the nature. Bridges, they create connections between two shores, two villages, two towns, nations, continents. Bridges create connections between our physical and spiritual aspect of our lives. Bridges. two valleys in the park Ravne 2, two platforms in each valley. They balance each other. The shape, the hexagon, geometry, and the size are the same. In this particular case, of course, we have those 6 big pyramids, but then every big pyramid is divided into 4 smaller ones. One is here, another one there, number 3, and number 4. 4 times 6, 24 small pyramids and 6 big pyramids. What happened here energetically, energy starts flowing on the edges, going towards the center, and in spiral fashion going up. This complex is the donation of our sister organization called HUESA. And what they have here, the black square. The square is the symbol for the element earth. Dark color, color of oceans, element of water. Circle is the air, the sky, and red color, element of fire. So we have 4 elements here, and the 5th element is literally the pyramid, which creates connection between our planet and the sky and the sun, between the physical and spiritual aspect in us. It's a 3-sided pyramid, 3 important number, 3 dimensions that we live in, 3 phases in our life. We got born, we live, we die. So this is the place that creates connection between our mother planet, our father sun, and the sky. And the humans are the result of the love between feminine and masculine principle in the nature. Double spiral or labyrinth of purification. Usually the labyrinths are made in such a way that you use the same way to get to the middle and to get out from the labyrinth. This one is different. Here you walk, eventually you come to the center, and then you change direction. First you walk counterclockwise, and from the center you start walking clockwise. In the first part, we remove all of our negative thoughts and bad energy. That's the reason why we walk counterclockwise, because we get rid of those bad energies. And the second part, once you come to the center, you start getting a new energy, a light. You purify yourself. Intention is so important in our lives. If we are serious about something and we are focused, it's going to happen to us. And vice versa. If we are not serious in our intention, it will not happen to us. Be a tree. Breathe from your heart. In these beautiful surroundings and wonderful juniper trees, we found ideal location to relax, meditate, and to become a tree. Our body is the trunk of the tree, and below our feet, the roots are going under the ground. Through our hands, the branches continue. We breathe in. From the root system, we breathe out through our hands and branches. It's breath after another. We become part of the tree. We become a tree. We become a nature. Place to get a connection with every living beings, with the nature, with the forest, with our planet. Be a tree. The banner of peace is universal symbol, very powerful. Like the Red Cross flags during and after the World War I and the World War II became very popular because it meant protection for the hospitals. The banner of peace became a symbol for the sanctuary of the cultural heritage sites across the world. It was developed in the 1930s. We can see three small circles in the middle. They represent spirituality and the common ground for all existing religions, science and art. And the big circle around represents a culture as a universal human acts and achievements. In the last few decades, the flag of peace, the banner of peace, has become a symbol which goes to the distinguished individuals and organizations. For example, Dalai Lama is the recipient of the banner of peace. It ended up on International Space Station in the cosmos. It went all the way to the North Pole. In the 1990s and 2000s, probably the best explorer of the Mayan civilization, Jose Arguelles, used banner of peace, giving it to organizations who were promoting the cosmic time counting and also planetary peace. Our park, Ravne 2, received the banner of peace in the year of 2018. Stone balls or stone spheres is a worldwide prehistorical phenomenon. Stone balls have been discovered anywhere from southern Costa Rica near the town of Palmar Sur, Slovakia, western Serbia, northern Albania, Istanbul in Turkey, Isla del Cano, one island in the Pacific, New Zealand, Czech Republic, Argentina, Russia, southwestern Egypt, and so on. In Bosnia, we've been investigating this phenomenon and locating them on 20 different locations. As a matter of fact, the largest, the biggest stone sphere on the planet is in central Bosnian town of Zavidovići, reaching 37 tons, 125 kilos. So what we have here is a replica of the stone sphere. In our case, this is made out of the concrete. This is 1 cubic meter or 2.5 tons. The biggest one, 37 tons. For this one, we needed a bulldozer to move them and place them here. Everything in our park works on different levels. So the first level, a reminder of this phenomenon around the planet. The second level, this here, stone ball, is actually a presentation of our human head and the whole body with 2 hands and 2 legs. The next level, each ball represents one of the elements of creation: earth, water, air, and fire. And finally, the fifth element, our connection to the universe, the stone balls phenomenon. It is tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years in age. Redefine the history of this planet. spiral botanical garden. 16 herbs, scents, and healing plants. A beautiful example, when you make a spiral clockwise, it draws the energy from underground, feeding the roots of the plants, and they grow 2 or 3 times quicker. Among them, curd meat, lavender, sweet basil, garden sage leaves, marjoram, balm leaves, marigold flower, and many others. They are all healing plants. For every disease we have, there is a solution in the nature. Geo-punctural circle, which is dedicated to the sources of life. Geo-puncture. We know about acupuncture, where in Eastern tradition you use needles, placing them to certain energy potent spot in the body, and you heal the human body. Geo-puncture, you use megaliths, big stone blocks, and you place them on very specific, potent, energetical places on the planet, and you heal the planet. Marko Pogacnik, artist, sculptor, UNESCO Ambassador for Peace, is the author with 16 of his friends, sculptors from different countries, from United States, from Austria, from Germany, from Croatia, from Czech Republic, from Slovenia, who made this beautiful geopunctural circle, or to be more precise, 3 half circles with 24 megaliths. What they did, they carved the cosmograms. Cosmogram number 1, the Bosnian Pyramid of Love, is shown with the heart, the love, and 2 elements of creation, the air and the wavy one, the water. They created the pyramid. Mother planet Gaia is coming from the pyramid and continues the creational process. All 24 blocks are facing south when the sun rays are the strongest. They come to the white surface, they reflect, taking the messages of the love to the planet. The second topic, the pyramid of Bosnian dragon, is shown with 2 pyramids, one above, another one below the ground, and their base. The base is moved a little bit. The eye, the Mother Gaia, is coming to the surface and starts the creational process. The Bosnian pyramid of the sun is shown with the pyramid above the ground, and we can see how it moved a little bit. On one side, we have one face coming up, eye, nose, mouth. The other side, the other face, an eye, nose, and mouth. Female energy and the male energy. And then the face moved from profile to the front. We can see 2 eyes. Or we are getting the 3rd eye, our connection with the spirituality and the cosmos. Number 3, very powerful number, 3 phases of our life, 3 dimensions, 3 in religions. For example, in Christianity, powerful number. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. 4 hands, protectors of Bosnian pyramids. So this type of messages, 24 of them, are going to the world. messages of positive energy, messages of love, messages of pyramids and creational energy. This is the type of the messages we send from here to the world. Six-petal rose labyrinth of love. Design for this labyrinth is one of the oldest on the planet. It was used during the ancient Egyptian times, and it was widely used in Gothic cathedrals in early medieval times. However, we color it a little bit differently. We named it the Labyrinth of Love. And those six petals are showing us different challenges and instruments in our life. Once you come to the center after a long walk, after facing many challenges in our life, when we had to change directions, we are getting to the center, and then we are facing, first, belief. It doesn't matter if we are Buddhist, Muslim, Christian, agnostic, atheist. Everyone has their own beliefs. The second one is the purpose. Purpose in our life. We are seeking deeper meanings of our life path. Kindness is an instrument to communicate with other people and other beings. Harmony is the way to live with nature and in the communities. Happiness, what is the purpose of our life? To live it in a joyful and a happy way. And finally, overcoming. No matter the challenge, we are there to overcome those challenges that we face, whether they are in a health aspect, family, spiritual, business life. And after this walking meditation, we got out, going back to the beginning, and with a complete new feelings for the life and our life's purpose. And I would say this labyrinth is symbolically the best example for what this park Ravne 2 represents. It is a triumph of the light and the love, over darkness and over dark forces. Therefore, warm welcome for everyone to join and experience all energies that can be met in the Park Ravne 2 in Bosnia.